Everybody all
good
right?
like a brother should.
Grateful, blessed,
You hear that?
happy.
He say, feeling good like a brother should.
I love that.
That's it. That's that man voice. I love
Yes,
that man voice there on Wednesdays, woman.
Yes.
So y'all know the song is letting you know it's about love. It's about family love. It's about you finding that niche between you and your sister, the one that y'all don't get along with. You know what I'm saying? Find that niche so y'all can get along, because you got to have love in your family. You know, sometimes we don't like cousin so-and-so, uncle who, and because they did this, and auntie she always, and then he. So we have to lay aside all of those differences, you all. This is that time of the year, and we want to continue that time of the year all through 2016. You know, they say every day is going to be Sunday up in heaven. That means you're going to be praising God every day up in heaven. So now they're getting ready for the Christmas. And the trees and the lights and everything is up. I don't have a tree. I don't have lights. I don't have nothing. But I got the Lord. So y'all know who this is.
You have love or Lord? What did you
Lord,
say?
the love. I got
What were you saying?
After me back. But yeah, I got my coffee. That's right. Don't think this is some who could be this dark. What kind of drink could be this dark?
Thanks for clarifying.
Wine can be this dark.
Absolutely.
Ain't no wine. It's
Right.
Crystal's
Or
coffee
grape
shot.
juice.
Yes.
Brewed with Amara coffee, grape juice.
Great coffee.
Now that's the light color one, and this the dark color one. So if you want to get this coffee, holla at your girl.
Oh, you doing the organ?
No, this is Amara Cameroon Boyo coffee from the West African.
They were here last week.
Yes, they were, and we really appreciated the knowledge of how coffee is grown over there in Cameroon. All the farmers.
Where's Cameroon?
Cameroon is in West Africa.
Yes. North
Are the beans black?
Nigeria.
Are the beans black?
Yes.
The coffee beans.
You know what? I got one in my office. One with the raw.
Well, they
beans,
showed
so I'll
the
look at
process of flowers.
I think they're brown.
It grow and where the land is grown very high, and these people are natives. It was really interesting how they do it, and it's $1 million industry. Yes.
No, billions. He said
$1 billion industry.
So many billions of dollars of commodity. But listen, again, I want to welcome everybody to the Wednesday's Woman Show. This is December the what? 17th, 16th. And I have some beautiful, wonderful guests here today. And I'm just so delighted really to have them both. Now, I didn't know that I was going to have them both. I just was expecting the one. But then when the other young lady, we got together, we hadn't seen each other in some years. And it was like, oh, you got to come tonight. She goes, yes. And then I go, oh, my guest tomorrow is Ron Brewton. I know Ron Brewton. I'm like, this woman. Now, you know, I generally know pretty much everybody. She beat me.
Okay.
She beats me, okay?
Okay.
So now, Faye, I just have to say, we are here holding up. Uncle ain't here. Uncle ain't here. He called me, told me he had a doctor's appointment, but we are here.
Okay.
And you know how we treat our guests.
Yes.
So go ahead on and first of all, introduce yourself to our guest.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Sister Faye. We welcome you to Wednesday's Women that wear many hats, business, mother, father. We do it all. We're not the men, but we sometimes have to play the father roles. But we can never do it like the father. But women, we smile, we laugh, we cry, but we enjoy, and we hope you enjoy yourself today. And I'm going to lead us in a quick prayer real quick. Father God, we just thank you for today. We thank you for our health and our strength. We thank you for waking us up. We thank you for being able to get out of bed. We thank you for protection of our life over this building. For every family that's represented, we ask you to bless in each and every one. Father, protect our children, our grandchildren. Protect the schools. Father, put your guiding angels around each LA Unified School District. Father, we just ask you that you plead the blood of Jesus over each and every one of those children, even the leaders, Father, the security, Father, and we come against anything that will come and distract and detour from your purpose. And we just thank you, we praise you, we give you honor and glory today in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Faye.
Ring my bell on that one. So now I'm going to just say this because my sister Faye walked in my office today with a present for me.
Merry
and
Christmas.
Y'all know she gave me my Kenneth Cole bag for my birthday, and it was in a Victoria's Secret bag.
Well, this time it's really Victoria's Secret.
I really got something to share with Mr. Wells. Okay, so we want to thank you, Sister Faye, for that. Warm thoughts and best wishes for a magical, is that such a thing? A magical Christmas season? Merry Christmas. How about that?
Beautiful.
Thank you, Sister Faye.
And you know what, Crystal? A lot of people didn't notice that this year you had cards that said seasons. It didn't say Christmas. So that means they took the CHRIST. So a lot of cards you had, they had everything but Christmas. So we had to actually look for something that said Merry Christmas. If you pay attention to it, and I didn't know it till they told us last month at my church, watch the cards you buy, make sure it says Christmas. And then when I went, I was like, okay, now see what they're talking about. Wow. So this is actually one of the cards, and it's, if you really pay attention, a lot of cards say things about the season. It didn't say
greetings or Merry
Xmas. Yeah, or X, you know, MAS. But to actually say Merry Christmas, it wasn't a lot of that this year.
So, you know, that's just like how they were talking about taking prayer out of church back in, when was that? Was that the 40s? When did prayer go out of church?
Prayer out of church.
Okay, so now they trying to, it's just trying to take Christ out of Christmas.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, prayer out of church. Why I say prayer out of church?
Well, a lot of them do that.
Some of them do that.
A lot of them do show up and he don't be there.
They took prayer out of school way back in the day. So that, you know, they've been talking about, they've been taking Christ out of Christmas.
Well, that happened in the 60s?
So, well, no, it was before the 60s, I think.
Back in the 40s.
But anyway, the point is, I got a Merry Christmas present.
Makeup bag.
Right.
Ooh, makeup bag?
That's a makeup bag.
Girl, this is a sign. This is a sign, Hyacinth. That means I need makeup. Hyacinth had the beautifulest little makeup bag yesterday. She was going in there finding all of those stuff. I was like, wow, I don't have any makeup. I've got a few little lipsticks. So now I'm going to go shopping for makeup. Ah, thank you, darling. Thank you. And this came from Victoria's Secret. How about
That's their winter selection this year.
And I'm going to add a little bit to that. Speaking of Victoria's Secret, I just watched the Wings, the Angel fashion show. You also
was that from Victoria's Secret?
The fashion show of the Victoria's Secret Angels. Only Victoria's Secret. You also need to be modeling.
Me?
Okay, I'm just going to speak that into
Okay, hold on. This woman over there is telling me what I need to be doing. She is a 20-plus year model herself. She's been modeling for some years. She has an agency that she's a part of. This is an elite woman in the house. And sitting next to her is a very distinguished gentleman. His name is Ron Brewington. Ron Brewington. And the thing about this, like I said, they happen to know each other.
Oh, yeah, for years.
And have worked together. So this is Hyacinth McLeod. Is that your current last name?
It is.
Oh, great. Hyacinth McLeod and Ron
spelled just like
Brewington.
Mary McLeod, but thank you very much.
So we are very, very, just grateful to have you grace us with your presence today. Now, we also have some more guests coming over. Ms. Diana Price from Spicy Business Talk. She's going to be coming. And, she's one of our RMC hosts here. She's here on Tuesdays, I think at 12 o'clock, just as Mr. Ron Brewington is the newest family member of the RMC family. Oh, my God. So, look, I have to just go over to you. Wait a minute, Ron. I got to get back to this modeling thing. Okay, now, Hyacinth told me on the parking lot that I need to start hiring myself out to sing like Whitney Houston or something.
Yes, that is what I said. I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, wow. That's the only thought. It came to me yesterday. I verbalized it today.
Well, I've heard that many years, even with me singing my gospel. I've had people tell me I was the Whitney Houston of gospel.
Exactly.
So she's always been, when she came out and all that, I'm a little older than she is.
Okay.
But I was preparing to take that pedestal, if you will, with the top female artists. And she came in and just...
Yeah. That's okay.
And my mother called. Crystal, you didn't tell me you put a song out already? I said, no, Mama, that's Whitney Houston. That's
wow.
So anyway,
she's done
my mother thought, because I could blow a little bit. That was my song.
She's done what she's done. There's room for you now.
There's room for me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to have Hyacinth as my manager and everything that I need to make this happen. Now, Mr. Brewington.
Yes, ma'am.
I met you in the 90s.
Right.
At a place called Joshua's. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Absolutely.
You were sitting there in a bar stool, something like what you're sitting in now. We were sitting at the bar. And I think it was, I don't know if it was a Recycling Black Dollars event. It was some kind of event that was going on that we were there. And I remember him because he was working with the Sheridan Broadcast Network. And I just remember hearing your name. This is Ron Boynton with the Sheridan Broadcast. Just that great broadcast voice. You know how it goes. And so, you know, over the years, we've seen each other and we always talk and always, you know, share about what we're doing in the media and everything. So, first of all, what brings you to RMC? I want to know that.
Well, I just came off a 2-year cycle with another company.
Okay.
And they went out of business.
Oh.
Went out of business, left town. And I knew about this organization and what you're doing, and I always admired you. Got a great staff here, a great run here, a great bunch of people that you have on.
Our dear friend Johnny Morris.
Of course, Johnny Morris, and you.
Thank you.
I just asked Johnny, did they have space for another show? And he said yes. So
of course, man.
it's right up my alley. I love to do it. So
I would probably give up my show to have you over here.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Because you are at the top of the line.
Thank you.
I mean, you know, you not only come from broadcasting, you're also a professor.
Yes.
And you teach broadcasting, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you're at Santa Monica College, but the people don't know you're at Santa Monica. Would you like to tell them you're at Santa Monica College
Well, I'm
and what
currently
you
teaching
teach?
at Santa Monica. I've been there 14 years now. I've taught at USC, UCLA Extension, West LA College. I've done a number of different colleges in the area.
That's awesome.
And plus, I was in the Navy for about 22 years, and I was a journalist while I was in the Navy.
You were in the Navy?
Yeah, about
22 years?
Running radio and television stations for the Navy.
Oh, you're awesome. That's great. And you also have this wonderful twin brother.
Yeah, he's UG, I'm LY. We're so ugly, we split it up. So. Yeah, he's my twin.
I love his quotes and things. He used to do this other thing. You know, when people say, listen, it's list 10.
List 10.
You know, he has little things that he can just, you know, shoot it off right there. And that's what you like about a person, because that's really the personality of a radio person. They come with these little, you know, little cliches and things, and that gives them their name. And another thing he does, he gives you a silver dollar when you really first meet him, and he gives you a silver dollar.
I'm interested in what do he teach in his class at what is Santa Monica?
At Santa Monica College. It's called Media 13 Broadcast Production. We teach on Monday nights, 6:45 to 9:45, and then on Wednesday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
So what do you actually be teaching in the class?
We have, the class is very thorough. We talk about, first of all, the history of broadcasting. We define what is broadcasting. It's a method of transmission of information, but the utilization is that the specialty is that you're utilizing electronics.
Okay.
And with these transmitter towers and things like that. It's a wireless type of transmission. And we talk about, we give you a little 30-second commercial, we give you a 3-minute newscast, we give you a DJ audition. That's just the radio side of it. On the television side, we have teleprompters. We actually allow you to get in there with a script and stand in front of a teleprompter and read the news. Plus, we also have what we call an interview situation set up like this, where you sit down with another person and you talk to them for 3 minutes. And you extract the information from them. That's what the job of an interview is, like she's doing. And she's doing a good job of it.
Oh, thank you.
Because you know my dream for 2016, which I've had this vision God has given me, is to be the next big talk show host.
Go for it. Hey, listen.
You know what? I like that
Come on, take
title.
my class.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, Faye. You need to go check out his class. I actually went one time some years ago.
Right, you did.
I actually came up there. It was really cool. So I would suggest, do you think you can allow maybe Faye and us, maybe we could come and sit in? Come on, Hyacinth, we can all go and just sit in on class?
No problem.
Okay, so we're going to make that happen when the new season starts, semester. But I also want to say that Faye is ready.
Got you.
So, and that, I like that title. Miss Diane, are you out there? Is Diane out there? Oh, 10's out there? Whoever's out in the hall, please come on in. We don't want to leave you out there.
I need to
It's
talk
probably
to
cold
you,
in there.
Faye, also because I spent some time with the big talk show host. Her name is Oprah Winfrey. So
wait. Thank you for bringing that up. Hey, Miss D, we got a real serious diva in the house, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the OG Soul Train dancers. Come on over there.
I love you.
Get that shot over there. Come on, get that shot, Chris. Yeah, come on over there. Diana, Miss Diana, come on over there. Get a little close over there with her. Go on over there. Yes. She's coming in. She's a beautiful lady. Yes, darling. And don't worry, we'll come back. Oh, Ron said I'll just sit right here on the side. But listen, what I want to do, I want to make sure, I like that. I want to be the next big
talk
show host. So we need to make a show like that. What do you think about that, Ron?
I think it's a good idea.
The next big talk show host. Thank you very
hostess.
Host.
Gotta be
yes.
PC about it. Gotta be PC.
Well, we all are hosts. They don't make it a difference. I know that there is the hostess for the female and the host, but what are we going to say? Is that going to make it a determining difference that it's only going to be
No,
men
it's
that are
just she's a female. That's all. There's actors and actresses.
So it'd be
Yeah.
I'm going to be the next big talk show hostess.
Oprah Winfrey is not a host. She's a hostess.
Hostess.
Come on,
Okay,
Tia,
the
get over here.
hostess.
No, actually, in theater and in film, it's just actor. There's
You're right.
no difference.
So they won't make the actor or
actress.
actress?
And some women I know don't call me an actress. I'm an actor.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Oh, my
In fact-
God.
in
So
fact,
I guess
have
they
a
came out with the
statute
Women's
called the
Lib
Actor,
movement or
the Screen
something.
Actors Guild.
Okay.
Okay,
Right,
so
they
look.
do.
Miss D, darling, how are you?
I just am wonderful.
I'm so glad to have
I
you
could
here.
not be better. It's a pleasure to be here.
Wow. This is a wonderful day. I'm going to say it's a spicy day because Miss Diana, the spicy princess, I'm going to call her the spicy princess. I told her, I said, look, I'm going to find her, and y'all help me. Hyacinth, she shops. Hyacinth shops all over the world. I'm not going to tell you where she shops, but she shops at the most wonderful places. You see her sitting over there looking all fabulous. So, Hyacinth, we want to find some seasoning shakers. Because I was telling her, I want her to have, when she gets ready to talk about something that's going to be spicy, I'm going to add a little of this. Bam! You know how remember they got, add a little of this. So I'm going to find her some cute little shakers that we can make some little seasoning things for her spicy thing.
And can I add? I thought about you yesterday. There's a restaurant on Restaurant Row, La Cienega, the Spice Affair.
Oh, I've
It's an
seen that.
Yeah,
I've seen
I thought
that.
about you
I've
yesterday
seen
when I
that.
saw
It reminds me of how I do my show. We birth flavors.
Oh, okay. There you go. It's
Flavors.
Birth flavors.
How about that? She is awesome. Well, I want to say this. This is really a remarkable show. We have some very remarkable people and very profound, talented, powerful people here. I mean, there's no reason that from this day forward we are not successful in anything we do.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
having Ron Brewington here, Hyacinth is here, and Hyacinth has over 250 pictures with celebrities because she worked. Talk about that, Hyacinth.
I will. Thank you for that opportunity. I will tell you, I am here because of friendship, the friendship that Crystal and I have. We found each other, and I'm going to say in goodwill yesterday because, I mean, this is an amazing company that, by the way, just celebrated 100 years
That's
of
right,
what
that's
they
right.
do.
That's great.
So, speaking of friendship, the friend that I'm going to speak on, Ron Bruin, also knows his name is Donald Jeffrey Riley, although he doesn't like his name, so he goes by DJ Riley. Oh my God, what a man. This man came into being in a very rare way. He has a physical condition called Marchios syndrome, which is the genetic incompatibility of his parents, who are still been married for 50 years plus.
Incompatibility.
He had a sister, Joanne, that had the same physical challenge, although she passed on because they thought differently. It was her thought process that took her, not her physical. This man is amazing. He has been in a wheelchair since he was 8. He was not expected to live past 20, and on July 2nd of 2016, he will become 58.
Ooh, older than me.
He right now speaks through a trach, and anything that DJ whispers to me is always what I need to hear. Whenever I visit him, I feel empty unless I take someone with me because he blesses anyone with whom he spends time.
Wow.
So DJ and I met. I am a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Okay.
All right.
And my daughter's father, whom I met at San Diego State, is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha in Fraternity Incorporated. So I went to a step show at Berkeley, and there was DJ because he's an honorary member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity
Okay.
Incorporated, and we met. Fast forward, I'm working at UCLA. I'm coming out of the Factor building and I see DJ. We connect. Is that you? Is that you? For the next 10 years, DJ and I attend just about every award show that happens in Los Angeles on the red carpet because he's a DJ in truth. he had a little program at UCLA called What's Going On Because He Loves Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
And that program afforded him press passes to all of these award shows. Ron can attest. And people are thinking I'm his hired assistant. You know, and God is amazing because I do take care of people for a living, but this is my friend. He
Right.
needs help, can do nothing literally by himself. I'm telling you, we did this for 10
Amazing.
years, and this is what brought about this book, literally, of 250 people. DJ and I, Barack Obama, Muhammad Ali, Oprah Winfrey, Dick Clark, you name it, we're there.
I mean,
So-
she has the pictures to prove it. She showed me this picture with her and President Obama. She said, even though it was 2006, he hadn't made president yet. But still, there his big face is, and there her face is. I said, look at this. And she's got it on the back of her card.
That makes it even greater.
And then her
Because he
picture with
hadn't
Oprah.
made it president. So now
Yes.
this is a man that had a vision, and look where he is now. And I saw
Yeah.
him before the vision.
Yeah, and you know, this experience shows you a lot of things. The value of friendship, the openness to make yourself available to care for
Yes.
people when needed, to be our
Yes.
brother and sister's keeper, and to also know how one person can really have a profound impact on your human experience.
Well, let me say this. Now, Miss Diana Price, like I said, she has a show here on the RMC Network. Have you met Ron Brewington?
Yes.
I like the way they did that.
I kept
They both
looking at him,
did.
and I'm like, yes.
I love that.
I know you.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
You see me in the post office all the time.
Very
No, I do
small
not.
world.
It is a small world.
I love this. I love this world of ours.
Yes.
Small world
because
of
it's
love.
divine.
Because here in LA, it's a small community, even though it's a
small
large
community.
city.
Yeah.
We all get to know each other.
Yes.
I like that, especially with us kind of being in the same business or same
Right.
thing. So, Miss Diana, now our show today, even though generally, and I'm not going to even think, I don't think we have a structure today, but that's sort of like how it goes. We just kind of go with the flow.
Perfect.
But you being the businesswoman that you are, we were talking about family, we were talking about economics, and was it something else we were talking about? Healing? I don't know. But
Oh,
what
always.
would you have to say for us? This is the end of the year, new season, business, we need to get our house in order. What would be some words of advice for us here, families, people listening, to do to get us together, and how could you help them?
Well, I think first of all, you know what you're doing is amazing, Crystal. You're,
thank you,
you're
sweetie.
getting people together that want to serve, and I think that's the core of what we do and core of what all of us should do to help other people. So if you can't have serving and helping, you know, in the definition of what you do and your core values, you may as well do something else because it's not going to work. So you start, I believe, with the core. And when you start with the core of your values, then you can begin to get what I call a gratitude journal. So everything that surrounds you, you're grateful for, and you can find the good in a bad experience, and you can find something that you can do to help someone else along the way. And then as you're going through mountains and valleys, your core values will help you stroll through those mountains and valleys, so you can really, really, you know, ground yourself with the core values. And I like to start with things that I don't like to compromise with. So when I say compromise, I don't like to compromise when it comes to my core values, when it comes to being diligent about what I want to do. So if we are diligent, if all of us in this room say we need to help someone in some way, so your product, your service, your product, your service, if it solves a problem, if it does something that, you know, is going to help someone else, you have to be diligent about getting in front of people and making it work for you and for them. And I think the other thing that we all know is that when we're out there as business people, when we're entrepreneurs, I have an acronym for people that come on my show, and I think it's relative to everybody here. It's called the SEAT. And people in the seat, all of us today in the seat, these seats that we're sitting in, it's an acronym for what it is that we all do. We're speakers, we're executives, we're entrepreneurs, we're authors, and we're thought leaders. So all of us categorized, you know, the business community, and when you have your business balanced from top to bottom and your life balanced from inside to out, you can serve people. You can serve people. And I hope that
Well, sometimes you
you.
can serve people what they say. My godmother used to say, leading while I'm bleeding, while you're healing.
Absolutely.
Sometimes some people can take care of your business better than they can theirs.
You absolutely right. You are absolutely right. But all of us, Crystal is saying, how can we help? Crystal, that's so funny. She's cracking me up. But we have to lead from the front line, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
In order to impact the bottom line. So if we're not out there leading and telling people and really focusing, thank you, Ron Dorrington, and really focusing on, helping our communities, our families, and ourselves.
Exactly.
Well, I want to say this now. Hyacinth, you have served, I think, just hearing your stories yesterday. We were hanging out yesterday.
Yeah.
It was a good time yesterday. And Sister Amelia that we met in there, that you had known her from some time.
No accident.
It was just a great sister meeting. It was 3 of us in Goodwill. It was like, I bought nothing. I don't think Amelia bought nothing. She stayed and bought something. But it was just like it was a divine appointment for us to go to Goodwill. It was just so awesome.
Let me tell you how divine it was. When I saw Amelia, I didn't remember her name, and I called her Crystal, and then Crystal came in.
Don't even.
She was a witness to that.
So
It was so funny when
I
they said
swear,
that.
Cool.
that's exactly. It was
Wow.
just divinely
It
ordained.
was a divine meeting.
Diana spoke as you asked her to on business. I am a lifetime member of Recycling Black Dollars, a very grateful member of that.
Go ahead,
Yes.
girl.
Thank you. And as I am a lifetime member, Jackie B has told me that I have the opportunity to come and speak. And so my topic, clearly, it was so obvious what my topic would be, and that is being about our Father's business.
Yes.
This is something that, I was telling somebody recently, I'm a member of many Black women organizations, National Council of Negro Women, because I feel this draw. My last name is McLeod. It was started by Mary McLeod Bethune. And my daughter is also, and they do amazing things there. Black Women for Wellness, Black Women's Network. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm a grateful member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And what I'm realizing is that, yes, it is important for us to help us as women of color. However, this is because I was raised to love everything that moves. I'm a lifelong Christian Scientist, not Scientology, I must clarify. And, if you love all, you are not going to leave out your own. But I did notice at this one recent meeting that I felt very strongly, more so than ever, that blackness, I don't know what you want to call it, I don't want to say anything wrong, but I was feeling some racism, and I felt that there needed to be a little more opening of all. I heard a question asked, which church talks about Black Lives Matter? And I thought, I go to a church where all of God's children are welcome. So I just found that question a little unsettling to me. And I'm not saying that I don't love who I am, but who I am really is a spiritual child of God. And I just always feel that I'm led to these places to just up the ante on the recognition of the spirituality. I'm
going to break in real quick because I know our time is
I am
moving.
so
I want to
sorry.
say this. No. The thing about us in spirituality, we have been taught and we have experienced so many things. There are people who will agree with you, and some people will be like, I am not with that.
right.
Yes.
Some people believe that there are children of light and children of darkness, children of disobedience and children of obedience. And we're all mixed in. He says, let the wheat grow with the tares.
Exactly.
When I come, the Lord, the Spirit of the Word of God says that He will separate. So we're just supposed to basically just continue doing what we do, letting our love light shine, leaving the message. But at the same time, I can't promote everything that everybody does. I can't hang with everything and everybody because that's not my lifestyle.
Exactly.
So in all of this, we seek to have the love, we seek to have the spiritual connection, not to have the judgmental personality about it and just all get along. Can we all get along? But it's going to be the love and letting go of our hurts. But it's so much stuff that has happened over the years. Some people never change. Go ahead, Ron.
You know, you talk about, I use different numbers. I have an expression called the 3W, three E's: education, exposure, and experience. When people talk, I listen to their opinion. There's no such thing as a wrong opinion.
Correct.
Okay.
I like facts myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come
Give
on
me the
with it.
facts.
Come on with it.
And when you talk about life itself starts, the greatest thing that God gives you is life. The second greatest thing he gives you is good health. I'm a double prostate cancer survivor. That's why you always see me wearing this pin.
Yes,
Twice
yes.
in my life, the man told me I had cancer, and only through the grace of God am I still here. But you talk to a lot of
Praise
people in education, and you try to explain to them what is the definition of education. The definition is a change in behavior. A change in behavior. And a lot of people live in very small worlds. They don't go nowhere. They don't see anything. They don't allow themselves to get that education, as I call it. Get that exposure. Get that experience. Go out there in the world. How can you live in Los Angeles and never been to the beach in your life? You got a lot of folks out here like that. So again, all I'm just saying is it's your fault. I mean, you live in a world with all these new technology all around us.
Right.
You should know everything and anything there is to know.
Right.
End of case.
If you're complaining, yes, it is your fault.
It's your fault.
That's right.
If you're happy with where you are, then you're good.
You choose to be there.
Right. You choose
Your
If you're
choice.
happy with where you are, you choose
to
to
be
be where you are. There are
Wow,
choices in
that's
life.
good. That's
You
right,
choose
yeah.
that.
And that
you
is
can
true.
choose another location, but you choose to be where you are right here
That's
today.
right. That's right. That's right.
So now I hear Hyson like, let me get it. Let me get it.
You know
Go,
what I'm
girl.
going to share. Speaking of choices, I'm going to share something really profound. We're going to try to get through this dry. It's never happened, so let's see. One of the reasons that I love Oprah Winfrey is because she brings things to us to really raise up our consciousness. One of the guests on her show,
Don't cry.
okay, I can't help it.
Well, don't talk about it. Just don't
Oh,
talk
wait,
about
let
it.
me talk about it. Okay. Essentially, the woman, thank you, went on a walk with her
that's a gentleman.
friend, and she came home to find each one of her children murdered in each room of her house by their father, her ex-husband. For this woman, I don't know if anyone in this room knows anybody that has had an experience like that. I don't. I mean, we probably would be talking about that person if we did, or she'd be here to talk to us. This woman was able to get up. That's why Oprah had her on her show, because if that woman can get up and go on with her life, everyone in this room and everyone in the world can.
Absolutely.
Right. Choices.
And I guess I've lost a child, so I do relate a little bit.
Yes.
You know, he died of SIDS on December 9th of 1991. So the loss, I guess, is what I was relating to.
sure.
However, this is nothing compared to this woman. And then she, they did the Where Are They Now? You know, the show
Right,
she does.
right.
And she followed up. And for this woman to be able to trust somebody else and marry them and have 2 children. So she
I think I
teaches
saw
us
that.
a lot.
I think I saw
She
that.
teaches us that you can go on. And then you can trust and you can forgive and you can overcome challenges.
Absolutely.
So I just, you know,
Absolutely.
I failed in finding this woman because I told Crystal that I was going to
Find
find
her.
her, but I'm not going to stop because I'm going to befriend her because
Call,
I want
call Oprah.
I want-
Probably gotta reach her number. Call
I
Oprah.
want what that lady has.
Yeah, you know, it's awesome what she's saying because
Excuse
remember 9 years ago when I lost my only son, he was murdered, and today it
so you
still
can
stands
relate
as
too,
an
yeah.
unsolved homicide. But in the midst of that, when after I was strong to me doing the planning of the service, his going home service. But once everyone left and left me there, and I'm in this house by myself. Remember, it was mornings I got up that I literally had to crawl. As soon as I wake up, I would go into a depression thinking about him, and I would have to crawl from my bedroom to my breakfast room and pull myself up at the table and sit there, and I would go over his autopsy papers, just trying to figure out what happened. I need to know what happened. I did that for like 30 days. Then I had to wake up and say, okay, you got to go back to work. You got to get yourself together. You know, life goes on.
Yeah.
You can't keep falling into, because once you go into that depression, it could be any time of day. That would be my whole day. If it happened that morning, someone would call me like 1 or 2 o'clock in the day, was like, what you doing? I'm like thinking about my son. They would come over, come get me. But after 30 days or so, I had to realize, let me get up and go to work. So I buried myself in jobs. I had my own job, cleaning service, taking care of elderly. So I was just all day working and all night working till like 1 or 2 o'clock. And I did that for some years because I had to suppress this here thing that was trying to overtake me. and I began to conquer it because I knew I started putting scriptures with my daily life. You know, the joy of the Lord is my strength. And just every scripture that I could think of. And my godmother's an awesome, mighty woman of God. And she would call me and we would pray and I got through it. But to me, it seemed like one of the hardest things I had to do. And I'm a person that laughs a lot. So if you see me laughing, you never knew the pain that I was going through. But I thank God today I'm here to say that the Lord, that was the time that the Lord allowed for him to be on this earth. He was 29 years old. And the Lord allowed him that time with me and that time to be here on earth to do what he had to do. And believe it or not, 4 weeks before he was murdered, he rededicated his life to the Lord. He received the Holy Ghost and he spoke in tongues.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing.
Wow.
Can I ask a question?
You never
As a man, whenever death takes place in a family, like cancer, men and women react differently.
They definitely do.
I've lost 4 kids. I've had 8 kids and 4 of my kids died,
Wow.
including a set of twins. I looked at it from a realistic point of view. Recently, a good friend of mine, Mickey Stevenson, his daughter died at 35 years of age.
Yeah,
And Smokey
I met her.
Robinson at the funeral last week said to me, he said, Mickey, cry, get it out, your brother. Men are told, we're men, we don't cry. But women, they do it. So we tell brothers, cry, brother, there's nothing wrong with crying.
That's right. That's
You
right.
haven't cried?
Nothing wrong.
Have I cried over the loss of my children? Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Get it out. Get it out.
Oh,
Get
I
it
had
out.
to.
We're going to take a little break, talk about breathing. You know, I did these little section here, so you'll see me I don't know how long ago it was, but you'll know it wasn't today. So, breathe, ladies and gentlemen. Then we'll come back, talk about what's happening, Brother 10 and Win Within. But in the meantime, breathe.
Greetings, I'm Lady Crystal Davis Wells, and I'm coming to you on some information that I think is helpful. Breathing. Did you know that breathing helps you release tension and stress? When you breathe, you can help your organs, meaning your kidneys and your lungs and liver, they can get some fresh air. And I should say breathe properly. So I would say, do this. Breathe through your nose. Hold it. Then let it out. Yes. You're helping to expand your lungs, helping to clear your lungs, and helping to relax and make your body calm down. I come to you again because I know this is helpful, and I like to help people. So if you receive this, begin to do it. And then even if you yawn, helps to relieve tension. We are living in a stressful world. You want to release? Breathe. I can teach you how. Watch me on Wednesdays, 8
Just like that, it disappears.
I'm sitting out in this high chair like a child. Anyway, yeah. So I was just informed that little message. Chen, tell us about what you said about that message.
Well, the practice of breathing is essential in what is happening in the corporate and the executive training space right
Yes,
now.
it is.
It is what they call mindfulness, emotional intelligence, a psychological analysis, observing your emotions in whatever situation. And it's a martial arts premise. It's a very Eastern philosophy in getting yourself attuned with the vehicle that we're in, whatever spirit that you got going on. You're tuning with the physical dynamic that presents you right here, right now. So I love that. Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
Well,
And thank you for letting me
You're
share
welcome. I was just going to say, well, this is an introduction, ladies and gentlemen, to 10 Cato. Is that the right?
That is the way
10
you
Cato.
say it.
He is. Introduce yourself first of all.
My
and
name
then
is
you all
Ten,
take
as
it away.
Crystal has said. I had started a art and technology initiative in South Central LA 3 years ago, August 2013, to bring a collective of artists, visionaries, bright minds of LA, and focus in utilizing the art force, art community, and bring in vehicles of healing, self-empowerment programs, education, technology programs in challenged communities such as South Central. And so what we've been able to do is occupy now a 10,000 square foot performance and production space, Broadway, Manchester, and have created a rejuvenation of this building, which was the former Victory Outreach. It was abandoned for 3 years. It was a ministry. It's a nationwide ministry, and they had that location for over 7 years. So after their ministry was unable to continue, we, as I mentioned, came in and have now presented this impact of art and technology. We've converted a city abandoned lot into a clean, safe area that is a spearhead for our eco-farm and permaculture program, bringing industry, bringing in enterprise. And I appreciate, Diane, what you were sharing about business going from the top down and inside out.
Yes.
It is going back to the self, the breathing aspect. If you are in tune with yourself and understand, what can I be of service? And business excellence comes from having the company provide the best service. Jesus said, be of service. So it's nothing more than the spiritual self in commerce, period. And the foundation of the project in South Central Win Within is the movement of education that provides enterprise opportunities, that creates these vehicles that allow us to be self-reliant. So when the sisters here talk about, oh, I'm with this business, Black Association, and I'm with this, what we're doing here, and there is no separation. So you might identify as Black, this, and then we followed up with like, well, it's all universal.
Right.
It is.
And, we have an Asian association, and, and what we're doing here is simply learning how to create community. And when you create community, you become empowered. And that's what Martin Luther King taught. He said, hey, let's do commerce with each other. And when we do commerce with each other, we become stratified. We become what the internet world has taught us in being able to change industry, like the music industry, networking with each other and took down Tower Records and took creativity back. We won, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what I'm here to share, is that we do have technologies and innovation, like Brother here was talking about, that is available. Beyond the fax machine, there is more.
Beyond the fax machine.
And that's why, and with that being said, why I'm here today, Crystal and I have talked about and have connected on this talent show, this community platform to bring in all that is in the community that is talented, to be able to utilize and share these workshops and education for technology for business. We have a 24-hour telethon the 18th and 19th at the Win Within performance venue. That's this Saturday. And so if you're wanting and desiring to share your music, you got trumpets, you got dance, you come out and do it. We also are inviting the business community to come and connect with us, because this is going to be launching our 2016 workshops. So you want to learn how to do a website, you want to learn e-commerce, you want to get some videos up. This is it. And then what we talked about, this is the time, this is the affluence coming in. We are it. And it's just by mere activation. And so we've been fortunate. I told Crystal, I said, come on, Crystal, you have a radio show and I have a 10,000 performance venue. We are Oprah.
That's right.
So that's what I have to share. That's what I am. My background is in organizing systems. I've been successful doing that over going on to 2 decades of organizing internet business systems, online web strategies. I'm one of the techies that you hear about, the internet entrepreneurs, and I traveled around the world organizing. She's recording me. She's recording all my secrets. You better get licensing fees on that, sister. It's like her internet technology. You better record him. So what I'm here to do with Win Within is develop and share these logic of networking, of what the internet technologies have shared us when we open our networks, when we become members of this association and that association. And as Gandhi says, and Martin Luther King was taught, it's one love. You know, when I came over here, I came over here from the city in Thailand called Bangkok.
Bangkok.
And you know what Bangkok means?
Oh, she
You know
said
what
she's been
Bangkok
there.
means? You know what Bangkok means?
Bangkok, what does it mean?
City of Angels.
That's
What?
right. Just like Los Angeles.
Like L.A.
You went from one
So
city of
Bangkok
angels
means
to
City of
another.
the Angels.
So
Wow. Language.
when I came here, however, I was like 5 years old, and I people were Christians here, and at that time there was a lot of negativity and flack because I was from Asia and I was like a Viet Cong, you know, I was a Charlie. You know, so a lot of this terrorist fear, a lot of this, it's not new. It was echoed in my face. And I was the Syrian refugee.
Wow.
But I was from Thailand, and they didn't know no different. So this that is in front of us now is a message that Martin Luther King talked about. And let not his life go in vain. We stand up in nonviolence, and we act towards love, one love. And even though I knew that in Thai, I didn't know how to say I love you coming from Thailand, but I knew also they didn't know how to say I love you in Thai. But that didn't mean that they didn't know what love meant.
Right.
Right.
Wow. That's
We're one love, and that's what we're here to do from one city of angels to another. And I want everybody that's associated with you, Crystal, because you are a well of light, Crystal Wells.
Right.
You've heard your name like that, but come and connect with us. We got an amazing group of people,
Truly,
Crystal.
truly.
You have beautiful people and friends, and I see
you.
what this weekend really is. And to use this vehicle, because all it is this: you take a pile of sticks, and what you're going to do with it. That's the Lord saying, hey, I gave you a pile of sticks. You are the physical of the spiritual. Now do something with it. Be the conduit. And so this Win Within venue and what we have is the conduit.
And you know what? That's interesting. And this is getting ready to go on record because this is being videotaped. Last year, a friend of mine, she makes T-shirts. And I said, make me a shirt that says, I can do it because I'm a conduit.
Awesome. Great play on words.
That's
Because
it.
I'm from Maine.
So the thing is, we got about 5-10 minutes left. So yes, this event is happening. It's going to be a telethon, meaning we're raising funds like the Jerry Lewis telethon. We just don't have all the bells and whistles and all the funding behind us like he did. But we have the location, 8604 South Broadway, right off of Manchester. You can't miss it. It's right next to what used to be Victory Outreach. It says now the Potter's House. And then also we're starting at 5 p.m. on that Friday. We're starting at 5 p.m.
This Friday.
this Friday.
This Friday.
We're starting at 5 p.m. We're going to go up those 3 flights of stairs
There's-
with the drums, and we're going to be dancing up the stairs. Hey, then we're going to get up in there and turn it out. So it ends Saturday at 5 p.m. Now somebody asked me, are you going to go all the 24 hours? I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to bring my blow-up mattress, and I'm going to be there, but I'm going to be singing.
Awesome.
Hyacinth told me to hire myself out as a Whitney Houston lookalike or whatever. So I told her to manage me. So hopefully you'll be there Friday.
I will.
But I will be doing my best to, change clothes and change my wigs and do all of my things. Well, change my hair. Shouldn't
and let's
change my hair and make it a real official
information is online. You can
Oh, yes. Winwithin.org. Win. If you want to win, go to WIN. No, WINWITHIN. Thank you very much. She was with it. Winwithin.org. I don't know how to make a G and sign.
So with
go
that
ahead.
being said, you register, get free tickets, register. You're able to donate and support what we're doing here. And what we have
Please donate.
is activating our permaculture education program. What we continue to do in beautifying the neighborhood. We've taken over in a city abandoned lot. We've taken over the whole corner through art beautification, and what we're bringing in with that are vehicles. And this is really serious stuff. Where we're talking about, this needs to change. This is happening, and the way to do it is to move into action.
Just do it.
So that's what this is. So donate on. So you're and I don't like to use the word donate because I want to put that in a real grasp.
Just give.
Hold on now. Because
our time is we got 5 minutes.
It is all of us activating together.
Yes.
This is we're moving together here, and,
how
and
you
so
gonna call it?
this activate yourself. Get online, and you are empowering this
Activate.
vehicle to bring in these
One of the
workshops.
twin powers, activate.
I'm gonna give it back to Crystal here, but that's what you can do.
I'm going to say this. First of all, I'm going to tell everybody, Tin has really saved this situation. They say,
No.
DJ saved my life. But Tin has really come in and saved this situation because I got stuck right in my office when trying to put this thing together. Oh, sit back. I got stuck, ladies and gentlemen, trying to put this thing together. And I want you to know, without you, it can't be done. You must come together right now and activate this plan. It's a project that you'll never forget. It will be in your conscious. It will be in your soul for the rest of your life. You'll remember when within. It's within you. And it's also the Flow Family Love Outreach Workshop. This is how a family should work together. We're going to eat together. We're going to do business together. We're going to sing together. We're going to dance. We're going to do everything we can do. I said clean rap and clean comedy, but somebody says it's hard for a rapper to go clean. So if you have to say a few bad words, just try to beep it out. But the fact is, we want to have a good time. We want you to be there. It's going to be videotaped, so if you can't make it, it's okay. Winwithin.org, because there are donate buttons that are active, right? And go to somebody's PayPal account. It's not mine, because I want you to know this is a legal thing. So don't be saying she's asking for donations and she's not a 501c3. Broadchester Farms and Win Within is a 501c3 organization, so everything is legal. And so I just really need your help. We have $1,000 sponsorships. We have $500 sponsorships. We have $250 sponsorships. We have $100 sponsorships. And we have $25 sponsorships. Matter of fact, you can be a Flow VIP. Roll with me, baby, because we were in the limousine a couple of weeks ago. If you become a Flow VIP, you can roll with me again. I will be taking another limo ride. Can't tell you when, but just get that money in and then you'll know. Anyway, we're going to... I'm trying to hold on. And
Maybe it should be Marilyn
I'm one of those
Monroe.
Lucy kind of artists and stuff. But look, the whole point is time is moving. And you all here, you know you're invited, right? Whether you give a dime, your time is the value to me. Your essence and your professional, what you represent is money and valuable to me. So if you're able to come or bring a likeness of what you have, some of your information, a sign or something, that we can lead business back to you. Because this is the whole thing. We want to be the leading networkers. We want to be the ones to go to. You need anything? Oh, go over there to Win Within. Oh, go over to RFC. Call Crystal. Call Miss D. Call, go over there to Santa Monica and find Ron. Whatever you need. If you need anything about home care and all that, here's Sister Faye, Sister Hyacinth. And from now on, I want us to continue to stay together. I don't like for us to come and then you go your way. So as you know, we always do a good thing around here, huh, Sister Faye? Our people really stay together. Tin has been a guest on our show a couple of times, and now we're going over there to bring our whole hoopla. So we're bringing the west side to the east side. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
We're bringing our west side culture to the east side culture. But this is going to be all good. So we had planned to have a bridge because we are bridging the gap. The gap in age, the gap in consciousness, the gap in finances. We want to bridge that gap and bring it all together, make sure there's no lag. How about that?
Awesome.
Any questions?
I think it's an
Thank
awesome
you.
culture of engagement that you are doing. It's a
I
complete
like that.
culture of engagement.
Culture of engagement. Miss D, how can they reach you and give them, some information, first of all, about your show and how can they reach you?
Okay. Well, I'm the host of Spicy Business Talk. I'm the producer, and I'm also CEO of Diana Price & Associates, where we just really build culture of engagements, and my whole platform is serving and business culture. So our show is every Tuesday, and we talk about all the ingredients for business success and how you balance your life and balance your business with all the things, the nuggets. So we're here Tuesdays, 12 noon Pacific time. on rmconair.com, and you can reach us on eBay. Oh, did I say eBay?
Yes, you did.
YouTube. I was thinking about what I'm going to buy today.
Okay, oh, she's buying something.
You can reach us on YouTube, Spicy Business Talk. We have and check us out there, and we're on Facebook, and we're on LinkedIn, and we're kind of all over the internet.
Yes, and I want to say I love your blog. Your blog.
Yeah,
that
we
you
have a blog,
I love that.
dpriceassociates.com.
Very good information. It was very good. It gives you some understanding of how to get yourself in order right there. You don't even have to talk with her. You'll see her right there, and she'll tell you on that site. So you want to give that information how to get to
the
the blog?
blog is dpriceassociates.com. D like David, Price, Price, associates.com. A lot of great free nuggets that
Yes,
you can use in your
exactly.
business
That's exactly
and
what I
your
say,
life.
nuggets. Okay. Ron, how can they reach you? Tell them about your show and where you can be reached.
We do
if
it
they
out of
need
this headquarters here. This is geared toward actors. Those people, we live in Hollywood, as you know, Hollyweird. So a lot of folks who want to get into acting, we bring actors here, professional actors, who talk about their craft, what they do. If anyone's ever interested in getting into the spirit and getting into the profession. And we just got getting started. This is our second week.
Yes.
We've done 2 shows. We've got a whole bunch planned for next year, and we'll be here. And we want to thank you for giving us that opportunity.
Oh, I'm just so glad that you're here. Yeah, that's the thing. We want to bring the type of content to this studio that really ups the ante. It makes you work for what it is you're really seeking to have. And go, baby.
I'd like to share. Tan, I want to tell you how grateful I am for what you're doing for the community, and I do plan to be there and support your organization. I'm going to support you today. And I am a grateful president and CEO also of Higher Scents Fragrance Oils. And I can be reached. The website is Higher, HIGHER, Scents, SCENTS.com. And you can PayPal there. And I can be reached also at 323-421-0345. And I'm just so grateful for the gift of friendship from God and for your friendship, Crystal, and for what you're doing for the community also.
This is awesome. And you know what? When you brought that Higher Scent out, it took me back to where we met. It was at the African Marketplace. You had your booth there, and you had all the oils.
Yep.
And I think your mom and your daughter was there.
4 generations now, yeah.
And then, yes, you have a grandbaby now.
Yes,
So wow, that's right. So
Life
she
is
is still in her
beautiful.
oils. So you need the oils, ladies and gentlemen. You need the oils. Sister has the oil, and she's making up her own.
Those
She's
are
got one
scented
called
oils.
Obama.
Yes.
Oil called Obama.
And I
Yes.
just want to share, as I told you, I had the tragedy of losing my son. Gratitude has really kept me alive, literally. And there's a 6-word phrase that I'd like to share.
Yes.
Gratitude is riches. Complaint is poverty.
Gratitude is riches. Complaint is poverty. Put that on a T-shirt.
That sounds
Now, you know,
really
we have a heat press in there. We just need the stuff to start pressing on the shirts, like the shirts and the design. But we got,
I want to add
we
to
got the
that. I
machine.
want to add to that
Go ahead.
real
Sure.
quick because when you look at the mind in gratitude, the activity is the frontal lobe. And as in an anthropological perspective, the brain grows from the brain stem into the frontal lobe. The activity is happening where we are evolving to naturally. Complaining is the lower frequency and also releases cortisol. Physiologically, you will see your body activating in a very much more decaying manner. I just want to share that scientifically
That's
with
good
you.
stuff.
Between
So
those.
I'm gonna tell you guys, don't miss these. Don't miss these workshops. Now, this is the beginning. December the 18th is only the beginning. Get involved. You can call me 323-239-9439, 323-239-9439. We are 3 minutes over. Faye, did you have something to say real quick? You got 1 second.
No.
That was 1 second. Sister, I love you. Okay, so take us away, Chris. We thank you so very much for being our engineer as always. And hey, any questions, call us.
Wednesday's woman, yeah.
No one crying, with a video without denying. Only up, no one down, no one going wrong, facing the ground. No more misery, no more pain, no more living in the purple. for rain.